In the annals of history, few events are as dramatic and transformative as the fall of Constantinople in 1453. This event marked the end of the Byzantine Empire, a civilization that had endured for over 1,000 years, and heralded the rise of the Ottoman Empire. The fall of Constantinople was not just a military conquest, it was a seismic shift that reshaped geopolitics, religion, and culture in Europe and the Middle East. Historical context: the Byzantine Empire, the eastern continuation of the Roman Empire, had been a center of culture, commerce, and political power for centuries. Its capital, Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, was a magnificent city strategically located on the crossroads between Europe and Asia. Founded by Emperor Constantine the Great in 330 AD, it had grown into a formidable stronghold, renowned for its fortifications, wealth, and as a bastion of Christianity. By the mid-15th century, however, the Byzantine Empire was a shadow of its former self. The empire had been significantly reduced in size due to a series of invasions and internal strife. The Ottomans, led by the ambitious Sultan Mehmed II, were steadily expanding their influence and power. Constantinople was now an isolated enclave surrounded by the burgeoning Ottoman Empire. The siege begins on April 2, 1453. Sultan Mehmed II, also known as Mehmed the Conqueror, began the siege of Constantinople. The Ottomans had amassed a formidable army, estimated to be between 80,000 and 100,000 strong, and brought with them the most advanced military technology of the time, including massive cannons designed specifically to breach the city's famed walls. The Byzantine defenders, led by Emperor Constantine XI Palaiologos, numbered around 7,000, including a contingent of foreign mercenaries. Despite the numerical disadvantage, the Byzantines had the advantage of defending their own city, which was equipped with a series of formidable walls that had successfully repelled previous sieges. The siege lasted for nearly 2 months, and the Ottomans employed a range of tactics to break through the defenses. Mehmed II's forces built a massive fortress, known as the Rumeli Hisari, on the European side of the Bosphorus Strait to cut off aid to the city and control maritime traffic. They also employed a large fleet to blockade the harbor, limiting the Byzantines' access to reinforcements and supplies. One of the most significant technological innovations used by the Ottomans was the massive cannons, including the famous basilica cannon, which could fire enormous stone balls capable of breaching the city walls. The continuous bombardment caused significant damage to the fortifications, creating gaps that the Ottoman forces could exploit. Desperation and resistance inside the city, the situation became increasingly desperate. The Byzantines, despite their valiant efforts, struggled to repair the damaged walls and fend off the relentless attacks. The defenders made several attempts to launch counterattacks and repair breaches, but the sheer scale of the Ottoman assault was overwhelming. The Byzantine defenders were bolstered by the arrival of a few reinforcements from the west, including a contingent of Venetian and Genoese troops. However, these reinforcements were insufficient to turn the tide of the siege. The Ottomans continued their assault, with Mehmet II personally overseeing the operations and rallying his troops. The final assault on May 29, 1453, Sultan Mehmed II launched a final, decisive assault on the city. The Ottomans, having breached the walls through the gaps created by their cannons and the relentless pressure of their siege, stormed the city. The defenders, exhausted and outnumbered, fought bravely but were ultimately overwhelmed. The fall of Constantinople was a catastrophic event for the Byzantines. The city was sacked, and its inhabitants faced severe consequences. Many were killed, while others were taken captive. The Hagia Sophia, the grand cathedral and symbol of Byzantine Christianity, was converted into a mosque, marking the city's transformation into an Islamic center. Aftermath and consequences: the fall of Constantinople had profound consequences for both the East and the West. For the Ottomans, it marked the consolidation of their empire and the establishment of Istanbul as a major political and cultural center. The Ottomans would go on to become one of the most powerful empires in history, controlling much of southeastern Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. For Europe, the fall of Constantinople signaled the end of the medieval period and the beginning of the Renaissance. The loss of Constantinople disrupted traditional trade routes and prompted European powers to seek new pathways to the east, ultimately leading to the Age of Exploration and the discovery of the New World. The fall also had significant religious implications. The Byzantine Empire's collapse ended Christian Byzantine rule in the east and shifted the center of Christianity to the west, particularly to Rome. The event also intensified the Christian-Muslim rivalry, which would continue to shape European and Ottoman relations for centuries. Legacy: the fall of Constantinople remains one of the most significant events in history, symbolizing the end of the medieval era and the dawn of a new age. The city's transformation into Istanbul represents the enduring legacy of the Ottoman Empire and its influence on world history. The fall of Constantinople also serves as a powerful reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of history. It highlights how the rise and fall of civilizations are shaped by a complex interplay of military, political, and cultural forces, and how the echoes of such transformative events continue to resonate through time.